We're Google Plus, yeah. Look at I moved my Christmas tree in the room.
Oh my
I don't wear
gosh.
Rudolph's
I don't have anything Christmassy in here at all.
Your walls are red.
No, yeah, they're
There we
kind
go.
of
What's up,
orange.
Dave?
I have Christmas tea.
Hey, how's it going?
There you go. I'm a novice at Google Plus, it seems.
Well, Nerd Novice.
3 links
Yep.
later.
I know, for serious. Well, like I started it and then no one was able to come in because I kept setting the wrong link, and then I stopped and then I had to make a new one, so that was dumb. Gosh. So okay. I think I'm trying to like man Facebook and Twitter while I'm also doing this because people are messaging me. Jim, let me see. What is your scarf?
It's a red scarf
Oh my God.
with
Does that
some
have glitter?
Yeah, I might be cross-dressing just a little bit tonight.
It's
I have,
awesome.
a little Santa pin.
I love
Wait,
it.
wait, I can do something Christmassy. Hold on.
I've got a Christmas mug. Jim, are we gonna record this? No.
No, because we have multiple people, so we don't have
Yeah.
a way of recording all the sides. So we'll have to extract the audio from the video version.
Okay. Cool.
That's the only Christmas thing I
There
have
you
in
go.
here.
That's super cool. Is that wood?
Yep.
Wow, that's very intricate.
Yep. Made in Germany.
Wow.
Actually, I have a similar thing at home. Dan is trying to set up here, my friend Dan. Cool. So I'm gonna share this link one more place, and then I'll be giving you guys my full attention. Oh my gosh, we're gonna talk about our favorite Christmassy episodes, and so today in the spirit, I tried to watch a Christmas Murder, She Wrote. Hey Dan.
Hi.
What's
And it was so bad. It was so bad I had to stop.
up?
I wasn't even able to pay attention to it. Here is the link.
Do you feel honored that you won out over LeBron?
Yeah, I do. Thanks for making that choice. Thanks for making that choice. Okay, posting it, done.
Wait, LeBron's hosting a Google Hangout?
That would
Oh,
be
I should
cool.
go to that one.
That would be sweet. Man, I made this necklace in Girl Scouts when I was a kid, and it's really itchy.
Is it wool?
It's like scratchy rope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This sweater is my sister's, and it's also very itchy.
Hmm.
I guess it's part of the holidays. Hey, it's Matt.
Being itchy.
Two Broke Geeks. We have 2 other podcast guys on here. Matt from Two Broke Geeks. And
Hi.
Dave from Atomic Geekdom.
This is so great. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
This is totally rad.
Jim, are you feeling all right?
I am feeling well enough to talk about nerd stuff with you guys.
Sweet.
And then as soon as I'm done, I'm going
Awesome.
back to bed.
That's all right. What happened? You got the flu?
Yeah, I just got like a stomach flu sort of thing. So,
Bummer.
but I'm showered and drinking ginger ale and holding down food. So, yay!
That's good.
Good job. If you have to yak,
It's a
go ahead and
positive.
leave.
Oh, no,
Make sure you
I'm
mute
good.
your microphone.
Yeah. It's all good.
Oh, man. Guys, this is great. It's the eve of Christmas Eve,
Hooray!
and we're all hanging out. Does anyone ever do anything today? Like, I feel like today is the most unused day of the Christmas season.
I went
I worked.
shopping.
You went shopping?
Yeah, I worked too.
Oh
As
my
crazy as it was, I went shopping.
God. Was it nuts?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, stopped by LeBron's house and
Did you really stalk LeBron James today?
No, my mother was like, oh, you need to see where LeBron lives, so we drove by. Because it's right by where I live, so.
So like his house his house that he grew up in, or
No, the house he has now.
okay,
Ooh.
cool. Wow, so it's big and giant. Well,
Yeah.
there's 2 Dave Clarks right now on this film. What is
Weird.
happening?
How did that work out?
You just cloned yourself. Oh my god.
Well, I got kicked off, and then I just joined again, and I guess
But you're
there's
still
2 of me now.
here. The old one is still here. That is so crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Frozen
Oh,
in
God.
time. Forever preserved in the
Yeah,
buffer.
You're like this.
wasn't over here.
You're like side. Do you see yourself? Do you see
Yeah.
your other? Okay. It's a good shot. You're just like casually looking to the side.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh my god. Oh man. So I want to know like everyone's favorite Christmassy special. I have a few in mind, so let's get to it. I want to talk about it.
Die
Jim, do you
Hard.
have any?
Oh yeah, I've got my list.
Hard.
But I'll tell you what, before we dig in, or as we get started here, Megan, do you want to take a minute and introduce our esteemed guests to the rest of the Nerd Novice audience?
Yeah. Oh, like a game show? You mean for the
Yeah.
audio version of this?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. All right. First up, I'm gonna go in order of my list here, so don't feel bad. I'm gonna go what my screen is telling me to do. Okay. First, we have Daniel, who is sitting there. Looks like there's no Christmassy things around him, and also looks like he's frozen right now. Are you frozen, Dan? Dan is frozen. That's a bummer. Well, he's there, and I'll get back to him. Then we have Dave number 1, who is frozen also in time.
He's a stoic, Dave.
He's the I don't know, like your robot Dave who ran out of batteries.
With
And
the
then
birds- with the birds hat.
Dave, no, you're gone now.
He's gone.
Aw,
Hey,
robot Dave.
come
All right, so Dave number 2 here is Dave from Atomic Geekdom, who that's a podcast, people. And he is DJ Clark 21. Is it 21
Yep.
on Twitter? Yeah, 21. DJ Clark 21 on Twitter, and he's a cool guy and a Nerd Novice guy. And then next up is Jim, who is my esteemed co-host. Say hi, Jim.
Hello. Hi, Jim.
And he's the other half of Nerd Novice. Then we have Lisa, who enjoys Doctor Who and went to see The Hobbit in 3D yesterday and was kind of disappointed. You can tell us about that. And then
Spoiler
Matt
alert.
coming on and off. I don't know where he went.
Look like it.
He's from Two Broke Geeks. We'll wait till he comes back. Dan is still frozen. And then we have someone else here who says Meg, and her microphone is muted, and I don't know who it is. So,
That's Meg from the Flash, Back in
Oh.
the Flash podcast.
hi! You should put your mic on so we can talk.
Speak.
Speak now or forever
Also,
hold your
hello.
peace.
Season's greetings.
Hi!
Hi.
What's your podcast?
It's called Back in a Flash podcast.
Oh, sweet. Is it about that show on CW?
It
The
sure is.
That small show.
That one?
That's awesome. That's such a good show. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Matt's back. Hi, Matt. We're introducing everybody.
Made it back. Hi.
Matt from Two Broke Geeks. Which
Yes.
is another
Hello.
podcast. Awesome.
Awesome.
Dan left. Maybe he'll be back. So yeah, that's our panel today of Christmas judges. We're all gonna judge Christmas together.
Guilty.
Did I do good, Jim?
You did excellent.
Okay.
You did absolutely excellent.
Okay, so why don't you talk about what our holiday spectacular is all about today?
Sure. Well, here's what we got we've got in store for everyone. We're gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen, to discuss our favorite holiday specials, and that can be TV shows, movies, basically whatever floats your boat, whatever flips your trigger in relation to the holidays. And I've got three different shows to share with you guys, and I think Megan's got several as well. And I want to hear from the rest of you as well to kind of get a feel for what some of your favorites are. And why don't we just kind of go around the horn here a little bit, and we'll start with Megan. And tell you what, why don't we do this? Megan, why don't we run through our three favorite specials kind of one at a time, and we'll take turns.
Okay.
And as we kind of discuss those, if the other novicifists are familiar with them, then they can interject their favorites, and then after we go through our three, then we'll do a round with everybody else's favorites.
Sweet.
And, we'll just have a good old time here.
It'll be jolly.
Christmas
Hey,
Eve.
we can reintroduce Dan here. He was frozen when I tried to introduce him the last time. This is Dan.
Yeah.
He makes stuff.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
He made some sort of
makes
LED
stuff.
contraption that had a Kickstarter and did pretty well, huh?
Yes, it did very well. More blinking lights in the future. We're looking forward to that.
Sweet.
And also, pro tip: Wi-Fi is garbage. Wired connections are the way to go. So,
Yeah. I
just
have
thought
that.
I'd throw that in there.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with my 2.5 favorite Christmas episodes, because the half that I was gonna talk about that I never finished was the Murder, She Wrote Christmas special, and it was really bad, so I had to stop watching it. And it was called A Christmas Secret. And so I was watching it today, and I got about a half hour in, and nobody died yet. It was a half hour, and there was still no murder. I was like, what the heck?
This is what Game of Thrones has done to us.
Yeah. So I really was expecting a murder earlier. It was something about some like, oh, there was also a lot of making out in this episode. Like, all these young people were like, oh, hi, I'm going to suddenly make out with you. It was really crazy. So I stopped watching that. So that's my 1/2 Christmas episode that I'm going to talk about. And I'm done talking about it. So I'm just going to talk about two. The first one is the episode of The X-Files called Christmas Carol. Does anyone know that one? Oh my gosh. This is the one where Emily is introduced. She is Scully's, like, science project daughter that she didn't know she had. Like, when Scully, because Jim, when we talked about X-Files, I watched, like, a bunch of random episodes for the podcast, and then I've watched a few more. I've watched most of season 1, and I've watched, like, a bunch more on my own, but I haven't really watched it in order. I've been just kind of, like, sporadically watching X-Files. And so I remember when we talked about when Scully was abducted, then she, like, couldn't have kids, and then later she suddenly gets pregnant and has this, like, crazy special baby. And but this is a plot where when she was abducted, they, like, made babies from her eggs. Like, weird. So her and all those women from Pennsylvania or whatever, they all had these, like, secret babies they didn't know they had. And so
This is starting to sound more familiar.
yeah. So
Yeah.
So it's this little girl. So, okay, the funniest thing about this episode is that it's a Christmas Carol, and it's supposed to be, like, the Christmas episode, but there's really nothing Christmas about it except for the fact that this whole thing takes place in Scully's, like, hometown, because she's home for Christmas. And, like that's pretty much the only like every so often when she knocks on a door to ask questions, there's a wreath on the door. Like that's about the only like Christmassy stuff that happens. And I don't know why it's called a Christmas Carol, because there's really no singing and there's nobody named Carol and there's no like reason whatsoever for it to be called that. So I have no clue why it's called, but it was a really good episode. It was a really awesome episode, even if it wasn't very Christmassy. So it starts off where Scully's like home, and she gets this random like weird phone call, and it's from like some creepy sounding lady, and it's like help her or something crazy like that, and she's like, she thinks that it's her sister who's dead. And so she starts thinking that she's getting phone calls from the beyond from her sister. So then she like traces the call. Is anybody following me here? Do you guys get this? Are you?
Totally.
Have you seen this episode?
A little bit.
I'm just like,
I saw this when it originally aired, and the more you talk about it, the more I remember.
yeah.
So this is good. This is good.
Okay. So then she traces the call to this house, and she finds this lady who's like dead, who apparently committed suicide. And there's the father, and then there's also this little girl who looks remarkably like her sister when she was a kid. So then Scully starts to think that it's her sister's daughter, and so she feels obligated to help her and all this stuff. And basically, like, there are no Christmas-themed things that happen. No one, like, gets stabbed with holly or anything, or, like, no one, like, falls onto ice. Nobody gets a Christmas tree. There's no Christmassy murder whatsoever. It's all just regular murder. And, and it's, like, not Christmassy at all. But it was a really good episode. Then she, like, finds out it's her daughter from just the aliens taking her, or FBI or somebody taking her DNA. And, yeah, I don't know, it's, like, really weird. I don't know, but it was a really good episode. And then I watched the next one, too, so, yeah. But, so Emily is the little girl, and it's called A Christmas Carol, and it's, like, remarkably un-Christmassy. But that was a good one. Are there any other X-Files Christmassy episodes? Feel? No?
think so.
There's gotta be. Like, I feel like I was Googling this because I can't, it's hard for me to remember, like, offhand my favorite Christmassy things, but, so I was Googling, like, Christmas specials, and I feel like most shows, like, they're, like, 10 seasons long or whatever, they only have one Christmas episode. I don't know. I feel like they should have more to make it better. I don't know.
Well, it's funny because some shows will do, especially sitcoms, will do Christmas episodes like every year.
Every year, yeah.
And so they have the challenge of, well, how can they top last year's Christmas episode?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one commercial that I saw, Jim. I don't know if you've been watching TV while you're sick, but there's this one. I was watching Castle last night, and they kept having this commercial for a show called like Major Crimes or something. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
with
it.
the lady from Battlestar Galactica, the one who's the president.
Oh, okay.
And they had this commercial for a Christmas episode, and like I was sitting there with my sister, like, are they gonna be serious during this, or are they just like totally gonna joke the whole time? Because it was literally a Santa robs a place and then runs outside, and they can't find him because there are hundreds of Santas in a giant parade.
It's
And
a great idea.
yeah, and so now they're trying to find the right Santa. Like what?
Perfect crime.
Yeah, that is pretty
That's
smart.
great.
Yeah, whoever thought of it. So yeah, do you want to alternate here, Jim? Do you want to say one of your favorites?
Yeah, let me lay one on you guys.
Okay, lay it on.
I would like to gift to you on this holiday season the joy of the Doctor Who 2005 television special,
Yes.
Christmas Invasion.
Yes.
we're getting positive response from funny.
That was gonna be mine.
Awesome.
That same Christmas special?
Yeah.
There's so many.
That one's great.
Yeah. Well, this one is my favorite of the Doctor Who specials, because I should back up and say that every year since 2005, Doctor Who has released a special on Christmas Day, and the reason I like this one so much is that it is actually Christmas themed. Not all of them have really been the case with that. But this one is significant for a couple of reasons. And first and foremost, because it's the first full appearance of David Tennant playing the 10th Doctor. And it also has my favorite companion of modern Doctor Who, Rose Tyler, played by Billie Piper. So this is really the first opportunity to see them having an adventure together. And the other thing that's nice about it is it takes place in modern times, and basically it's Christmas, and the world gets invaded by aliens.
As always.
Yeah, as always.
Like you do.
Yeah,
Like you
like
do.
you do, as one does. You invade Earth on Christmas Eve, and
pretty sure I saw
so they
this.
have to save the planet. And it's actually not only a great Christmas episode, but just a great jumping on point in general for anyone who is interested in checking out Doctor Who.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw this one.
Yeah, and David Tennant's in his pajamas the whole time.
Is this the one? No, never mind. I'm thinking of the one where their loved ones are like ghosts or whatever, but it's not really. That's not the same one.
Mm,
I'm
no.
not the most Doctor Who like expert here. I've seen like maybe 15 episodes. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this one is very, very good, and a lot of fun. It's really approachable, and I think what's nice about it is it's not as heavy and syrupy on the pathos of Doctor Who that can kind of get over the top sometimes. It's just kind of a good, fun romp.
So it's is it like a little bit longer than most episodes, or is it?
Yeah, it's it's a 60-minute episode. So I guess it's about the same as any others.
Well, it would normally be like 45 with commercial.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's longer.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it brings up a very important thing that one often thinks about is when there's a big red button that usually gets pressed, and David Tennant brings up the fact that if there's a big red button, I mean, doesn't it just beg you to press it? So, of course, it gets pressed. See what it does.
Is that what causes all the mayhem?
It's been so long since I've seen that episode, I can't remember what happens when he presses the big red button.
Like the easy button from Staples?
Staples.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The aliens invade as soon as you press the button.
Yeah.
Well, it was on the big red button was on the alien ship.
Oh. Okay.
So
Nobody knows what that big red button did. I really want to know now.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
Oh man.
Well, it's highly recommended.
I'll have to check that out.
And
Is that in like is that one on Netflix? Is it part of like the regular season?
You can stream it. You can stream it.
Cool. Did anybody okay, cuz this I don't think that the Sherlock one is on Netflix, right?
I think they just put it on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Series 3 I think just made it to Netflix. I haven't looked recently, but
well, I know
I think
series 3 is, but there was a special. Wasn't there an extra Sherlock special? Christmas
maybe
special?
I'm thinking about the one right near the end of Series 3 where Sherlock and they go home for Christmas to their parents' house, and
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Sherlock and
Yeah.
Mycroft, they're outside
Yeah.
smoking. Their parents are really, really, they're smart, but they're more normal than Sherlock and Mycroft are. And
Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
that's
And
I
he
actually really
drugs them
enjoyed that
all.
episode.
Yeah, he
Yes.
drugs them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Is that the actual Christmas special, or is that just a regular episode?
No,
It was just
it's
a regular
the-
one.
There's a mini
I think it's the
episode.
third episode of series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one. That's so funny, and that's the one too where Watson and Mary like kind of talk again, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah, because they weren't talking
yeah.
to each other because she lied about being a super spy or whatever she was, assassin, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. No.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good because Nerd Novice basically is a giant spoiler alert.
This is true.
We don't care about spoilers. So that's a good example. I have another really good example. It's a Buffy one. Anyone gonna follow me on this?
I think I know which
Amends.
one.
Try. I'll
Called
try.
It's the All Angel Christmas.
Yeah, episode 10 of season 3. Okay, so I was like, I need to watch the Buffy Christmas one again. So I Googled, because I couldn't remember exactly which one it was, and I Googled it, and then I was like, oh man, I forgot that it was like a totally angel-centric episode.
And
No.
depressing for most of the episode.
Yeah, it's like so much Angel, and I don't know if you guys remember how much I hate Angel, but I really hate him. And that episode. Okay, so this is my other one that I'm going to talk about. All my Christmas episodes that I'm talking about today are like ones that are kind of stupid and funny. So,
That's fun.
so this one is like so focused on Angel, and it's such a sketch of like his exact like character that I hate, because the whole thing is he just came back. He was Angelus, and then he killed Jenny Calendar and like tortured Giles and crap, and like then Buffy kills him, and then Willow he comes back and he's like uncursed. So, well, he's not uncursed, but he's back to Angel, and he's all like, oh, like, I'm so bad. I can feel so bad for killing all those people. Like, oh my god, I'll never be happy again. And he's just like such a wuss the whole time. It drives me freaking crazy. I hate how he acts like that. He's either like Angelus, and he's like a huge like disgusting, like the worst vampire there is, or he's Angel, and he like is such a pansy, like it's like one or the other. Why can't you just like, I don't know, get a little bit over it and move on? Ugh. He's just like so annoying in that whole episode. And you know what I realized though is that this episode is like the first one where they talk about the evil that they fight in the 7th season.
I think it's the only one until the 7th season that they talk about.
And I totally forgot that they like referenced it way back when, because that was the 3rd season that they talked about it. So I totally forgot. That's pretty sweet. They talk about the first in the 3rd season, and then way at the end, it comes back, and it's cool because what happens is Angel is like wrestling with his like inner demons and being a demon and all this crap, and he's like seeing flashbacks of people that he's killed, and like that basically he's seeing the first like they do in season 7. So I kind of like totally forgot that even happened, and it's cool because so he's like seeing all these people, like Jenny Calendar shows up, so she has a guest appearance, which is cool, and then there's all these other people that you don't know, they're just like randoms from the past, and he's like talking to Buffy and he does his whole like annoying Angel thing where he's like, I want you, but I can't have you because it's not good for you, and you need to move on. And it's like oh my god.
Story of my life.
Yeah. No, it's just like ridiculous. I freaking anybody else like follow? I don't know. Angel is just so.
Oh, I hate Angel, so I'm on board 100%.
High five.
I wish, I don't want to give away the ending, but I wish she had just let him walk into the sun.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give away the ending right now because it's so stupid. Okay, this is probably, I don't know, I'd have to say this with a disclaimer of like, maybe it's not true, but I'm gonna claim it right now. I think that the ending of this episode is the worst moment in all of Buffy. I think it's the stupidest thing that ever happens on the entire series.
I'd have to think, but it's Angel involved, so I'll agree.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So Angel is like weeping, like uncontrollably about his like past that he can't get over, and he's like, I'm just gonna end it, like, and side note, when he's dealing with the first, he totally breaks, like he completely like crumbles and falls apart. And in season 7, Buffy deals with the first, and she's such a badass, like she just deals with it, and she like fights him and doesn't ever like let him get to her, you know. And Angel just like crumbles immediately, so that tells you how strong he is. Anyway, so he's like ready to like end his vampire existence, and so he's like, the first is all like, you don't have the strength to end it, and he's like, I just need the sun. So he goes out and he like stands on a hill and he's like waiting for the sun, and it's Christmas Eve, and like and the whole episode they're talking about how hot it is because it's California, and they're talking about how the weather is like, it's so hot, oh my god. And then at the end of the episode, while he's waiting for the sun, it starts snowing, and there's a random like sunless blackout that will happen for the rest of the day. Like
the worst
like,
looking fake snow ever.
Yeah, and it's only snow in like here's the screen. It's only snow in like this much of the screen. Like you can't even, and you can see like the side where there's like black, just no snow, and it's like all of a sudden like California gets this freak snowstorm that also eliminates the sun, because when it snows we know that there's no sun anymore. And so now Angel can live, and Buffy can hold his hand, and they can walk away, and that's how it ends.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like the worst ending ever to a Buffy episode, and I don't even know if there's anything worse than that in the whole series.
I love it.
So
I
bad.
love it.
And I love that show. It's my favorite show.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's like totally like, I don't know. It's just, but it's a great example of a Christmas.
Yeah, totally, girl.
I don't know who this person is, so I'm just gonna kick them off. Eject.
Woohoo.
Creeper.
Lower the band hammer. Bam.
The admin has spoken.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he has been smited. So anyway, so Buffy, and that was another show where I was like, why is there not more than one Christmas episode? I have no idea.
There's only one.
Well, killing
Well,
vampires is
never
hard
get
to make festive.
We are anonymous.
I spoke over
We are legion.
See, this
We
is
do not
weird.
forgive.
Why are we getting random people?
It was the same person.
I know. Well, it was like some sort of computery thing. Do you think I should block things on this? How do I
Maybe.
do that? How do I do
Block all the
that?
things.
Well, we only are going to be going on for, I don't know, like 10 more minutes anyway, so
Yeah.
I'll just keep ejecting.
Well, I'll tell
people.
you what. Let me go ahead and breeze through my other two picks here.
Okay.
Because I really want to hear about everybody else's.
Do it.
Because we've got all these nice people on here who decided to join us. And I want to hear what they have to say more than me lather on about stuff. But just real quickly, my second pick is the Frosty the Snowman cartoon from all the way back in 1969.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why this is a favorite for me is because when I was a kid, my dad made me an audio cassette tape of the audio from this special.
Just the
So I
movie
was-
audio?
Yeah, it was just the audio from the TV show.
Oh, cool.
So I had a little cassette player, and I could listen to it over and over again. So I was like little nerdy 5-year-old Jimmy, as opposed to nerdy almost 40-year-old Jimmy in modern day. And I would listen to this a whole bunch of times, whereas the other Christmas specials I would generally just see kind of like once a year or whatever.
Yeah.
So the cassette actually had this on one side, and on the other side was the what's it called here? Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The origin story of Kris Kringle with the Burgermeister Meisterburger, and all of that stuff. So those were big things for me growing up. Now, my third pick is one of the greatest atrocities in all of television history.
Oh my God.
And I am referring to the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh my
Words
God.
can scantly describe how horrible, yet also how fascinating this television program is. Now,
Light Day.
yes, exactly. So, couple of things to note here. This show aired once and only once on television, and has never been made commercially available. George Lucas and Lucasfilm, for that matter, have disavowed the entire thing, with the exception of a Boba Fett cartoon that aired as part of the special. So, just to kind of give you a real quick idea of what the show is it does center around Wookiee Life Day, and
So
the
bad.
the framing device for the show, which was a 2-hour special, is that Han and Chewie are trying to get to the Wookiee home planet so that Chewbacca can celebrate Life Day with his wife, father, and son.
Wait, what? Chewbacca's married?
Yeah, Chewbacca's married, and his wife her name is Mala. His dad's name is Itchy, and his son's name is Lumpy. This is a real thing.
I'm sure this isn't some sort of April Fool's joke or something.
Oh my
No,
God.
this is a real thing, and it's live action with
That's even
creepily
better.
bad Wookiee costumes. Like, Chewbacca looks great, sounds great. We all love Chewie. His family, not so much. They have the most horrific sounding Wookiee growls that you can imagine. They're like straight out of a nightmare. And this show does feature brief appearances from the entire cast of Star Wars.
Oh,
So it also
is Harrison Ford playing Han the whole time?
yes, Harrison Ford plays Han. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia,
Oh my
and
God.
Anthony Daniels is C-3PO. It's got R2-D2 in it. Now, all of those characters play a very small role in the show. They basically get like one scene each, and then they all kind of get together for this really horrible thing at the end.
You just reminded me of another Christmas episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep going though.
And
I gotta look it up.
the thing about this show is, at this time in American TV, variety shows were still really popular. So it's basically a variety show, and it has music from Jefferson Starship
Oh my God.
and Diane Carroll, and it features acting performances from Harvey Korman, Art Carney, and B. Arthur.
Oh my gosh.
And Megan, you'll love this. B. Arthur runs a cantina on Tatooine.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Where they just break out into song.
Yeah. She sings
Oh my god.
a song based on the cantina theme.
Oh my
And-
god. Is it a Christmas song? Is it a Christmas? Are there Christmas lyrics to the B. Arthur Cantina song?
Thankfully, no.
Oh,
Thankfully, no.
oh my god.
And the episode, the climax of the episode includes Carrie Fisher singing about Life Day in a counterpoint melody to the theme from Star Wars.
Oh my god.
So you have the orchestra in the background basically going like da 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 and the whole deal, and she's singing like this counter melody
Oh
on
my
top of
god.
it about Life Day.
This is no wonder George Lucas is just kind of like, oh, I didn't do that, la 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 la
Yeah,
la.
yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
thing was he gave the show aired on CBS, and CBS was like 99% responsible for the show. He did give them a couple of concepts to use for the show. He came up with the idea of Life Day, and basically said, yeah, Chewie's married, and here's his wife and
His
dad.
son's name is
Yeah.
Lumpy, so you know.
And so he gave them kind of like this very small morsel of the idea, and then CBS kind of ran with it. And
It's really important that you name his son Lumpy.
it is.
In
And
my original notes.
now I'm
course.
going to try to pronounce these names for you guys real quickly there, because it's, to be fair, his name isn't Lumpy. Well, they call him Lumpy, but it's short for. Let me see if I can find it here. His official name, his given name, because Chewie is a nickname for Chewbacca,
Right.
just as Lumpy is a nickname for Lumwarump.
Lumwarump?
Lumwarump.
They
Yes.
should call him Rumpy.
They should. And Itchy is short for Atachikuk. And then Mala is short for Mulatto Buck.
Oh my god! I was gonna say she had the only normal name, but she
Right.
sounds like a transformer.
Right. You can see this show on YouTube. It does exist on YouTube. You can watch it there. I bought
want to.
this.
It'll
Yeah,
exist
if you
forever.
dare. I bought this on VHS at a convention in
Oh
the
my
1990s.
You pirated it.
I pirated it. And the copy that I have of it on VHS is not a great copy. It's somewhat okay. Now, there actually was a much better quality copy of the show that surfaced a few years ago, and I haven't seen that version of it. But apparently the image quality is vastly superior. Sadly, I don't think that translates into the show itself being any superior.
Does your VHS copy have all the 70s commercials in it, like the
does,
YouTube
yeah, it's got
video?
commercials.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So
That's
those
awesome.
those are my three picks: Doctor Who Christmas Invasion, Frosty the Snowman, and the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Before we keep going here, I want to announce the presence of John G from Shiner Comics, who's
John G in the
Right
house.
Whoa.
Hello.
okay, so this has been really awesome. You guys all need to share something though. So who's gonna go first? What's your favorite Christmassy special? Somebody, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
Anyone? Bueller?
I was gonna go with the Star Wars one. That was well done, Jim. I think it was the first appearance of Boba Fett actually too. So we got one.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is that canon? Is that like?
I doubt it. I doubt it because it's
Supposedly the holiday special is canon.
like Lumpy and Itchy are in the books and stuff. Is that like?
Well, the books aren't even canon anymore. They never were, but
I mean, like,
right.
Like, are those Wookiees in other things? Are they in like the prequels or whatever? Out of curiosity.
There are Wookiees in the prequels. They don't have any names,
That's what I
but
mean,
they
like,
show up. Yeah, they show up though. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was gonna pick a Doctor Who special, but I'll be a little different and say the Supernatural Christmas episode. Is
Yes.
I didn't watch it. I was gonna maybe watch it for this, but I didn't want to spoil because I'm not to that point yet, and I haven't.
Don't spoil
don't go
it.
that far. No.
Okay.
How can I talk about it without spoiling it?
You can kind of spoil it.
It's a very Christmas-like bad guy, but it's intertwined with flashbacks to young Dean and young Sam during Christmas while their dad is out hunting, and Sam is very upset because he's hopeful that their dad will be there, or he's not hopeful, and then Dean has to kind of reassure him that's he'll come and he'll have presents and stuff like that, and that's actually, I believe, the episode where Dean gets the necklace from Sam that he still wears as an adult, and he gets Dean steals presents from somebody's house for Sam, and they end up being like girls' presents. He had no idea what was in them, so I mean,
Right.
It's pretty funny. It's a nice moment too with young Sam and young Dean, and I don't know if that's the first episode with them in a flashback, but and the main story for the episode, like in present time, isn't very good. It's funny because it's like these two old people who are so into Christmas tradition, and they're like your perfect old neighbors, but they're gonna eat Sam and Dean, I think.
Oh my god.
So,
you might be thinking of a different Christmas special than I am, Dave, or a different Christmas Supernatural.
Was there more than one? I thought there was just that. Because they make these
Are we thinking
wreaths.
of the one with? Oh. You know what? I might not even be thinking of Supernatural at this point. I may be confusing Supernatural with an entirely different show.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
I do
thinking
that
of
all
one
the
with
time.
evil Santa Claus.
Oh, I remember that one. It was very dark Santa.
Wait.
But that's the same episode, I think.
Oh.
I am now entirely confused. Sorry.
Oh. That's alright.
I don't know. These people, they buy these wreaths and they get attacked by these two.
Yes. Yep. I remember.
Gods of the winter solstice. I had to look it up.
Yep. You and I. Yeah. I am caught up now.
But yeah, so Dean gets Sam some stolen presents. One ends up being a Barbie, I think, and then Sam gives Dean a gift he was going to give it to his dad, but since his dad wasn't there, he gave it to him, and it ended up being the amulet he wears all the time. So yeah, very funny, very very good Supernatural Christmas, and it's got a cool beginning. It's actually like a Christmas special where it's got like this weird introduction, and it's called A Very Supernatural Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Good deal. Very cool.
Who else has one?
I'll go next. I was trying to think of something offbeat because I love all the regular Christmas specials you would think of, but I came up with a couple offbeat ones. A Pinky in the Brain Christmas was the first thing I thought of.
God.
And I love it so much. If you've never seen it, Pinky in the Brain try to take over the world by
Shocking.
Brain makes this doll that will mind control everybody. At a certain time on Christmas, he will go on TV. He will go over the airwaves through the doll and tell everybody to bow down to the Brain, and they have to go to the North Pole to get Santa to make all these dolls. And it ends up having a really sweet ending where Pinky's letter to Santa Claus actually isn't asking anything for himself. He's asking stuff for the Brain, and it's really, really sweet. So I thought of that one. And then I thought of Christmas with the Joker from Batman the Animated Series.
Ah, nice.
where the Joker has his own Christmas special go out over Gotham TV airwaves, and Batman and Robin have to fight him, or to stop him from killing Commissioner Gordon and Harvey Bullock, and they fight giant nutcrackers and flying airplanes and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And then the last one I thought of was Night of the Meek, which is an episode of The Twilight Zone where Art Carney plays this really skinny, down-and-out, scraggly-looking mall Santa who is kind of like a drunk and everything, but ends up finding the real Santa's bag, and he can pull gifts out of it, anything anybody wants, and it was really great. I recommend checking that one out, too. Night of the Meek. Yeah.
2 Art Carney mentions in one night.
I know, right?
Outstanding.
Love it. Love it.
I just remembered the Monkeys Christmas special.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
That's so
a
great.
good one. And
Win.
they
Win.
they have to watch this snotty little kid who's like a rich kid, and his parents are like on vacation for Christmas, and they somehow become like the babysitters or whatever. I forget how it happens. They need cash because they're a band. I don't know. And they like win him over. He's like, I hate Christmas. Christmas is awful, and they like, charm him with their monkey spirit. It's great. There's songs and dancing, and that's a good one.
Good deal.
I just watched the Christmas special of Grimm. Does anybody watch Grimm?
No, I
at
don't.
all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know how to go into what the show's about. Well, kind of like the Grim Reaper. So there are all these different sorts of people who they look like normal people, but they're actually kind of like animal-like or creature-like. But the main character is a Grim, so therefore he can see what they really are. And some of them he has to like behead or whatever, and other ones he just kind of calms them down or whatever. Well, this Christmas special is they discover that there's a certain type of these people. They're called they're referred to as Vessid, but anyway, there's a certain group of them that when they're teenagers, some of them end up around Christmas time at night. They end up turning into these little goblin-y, elf-looking things that go and destroy Christmas things and kill people. So, anyway, they discover what's going on and find out that all they have to do is kind of trap them.
Oh no, she left.
Oh no, she's gone.
Lisa.
What happened? Oh wait, okay, so I actually watched this episode too. So
Yeah, Meg, go. Let us know.
is she back?
No,
Wait, spoiler, she's gonna come back.
No, just do it. Go.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so they have to feed them what is that fruit? Oh, fruitcake. So they have to like trap them in a vehicle with a bunch of fruitcake. They have to overindulge and like pass out, just like, get all sugar high, pass out, and then they somehow return to their human normal form.
Oh man, so it incorporates fruitcake and everything.
Yeah, so there's like it explains the reason for fruitcake, because otherwise there's literally no reason to have it.
That's awesome.
Is Grimm the one that is loosely based on the original really dark Grimm fairy tale?
Yeah.
Like before they prettied them up for kids?
Yep.
Is that
It's a
what
really
that one
cool
is?
show. I would recommend it
I've
for
been,
sure.
well, I've been meaning to watch it. I knew that that's what it was about. I was just checking that I was on the same page because I do want to check that out.
Then after you watch Grimm, stay for Constantine.
Yup.
Too bad that's ending. That makes me sad.
Is it really?
It hasn't been renewed yet for a second season, so
What a bummer.
the end is coming up.
Bummer.
So, I was gonna talk about Supernatural's Christmas episode, which was already covered, and then Grimm was also already covered. So I guess the only thing that like I also always watch every year is Elf. Like that's the best Christmas movie ever.
It really is. It really is.
That's a good one.
I
would
agree
say
1000%.
Muppets Christmas Carol might be the best.
Yes.
Go ahead. Talk about Elf.
That's one of my favorites.
What,
Oh, I
what
know
do
you
you
need to talk about Elf.
what do you
Everybody's
like
seen
about
Elf.
Elf?
Yeah, Elf is good. No, talk about it. What's your favorite part? What's your favorite color?
Yes, exactly. The whole thing is my favorite part. I like all of it. Just smiling. Smiling's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that he eats I like when he eats all the spaghetti with the candy and the cereal and the ketchup and everything. Yes.
Yes.
He's like shoving it in his face. Yeah. That is a good one. That's good. Lisa, are you back? No.
I don't
Just
see
her
her.
head.
I see her.
There she is.
There she is.
We got the rest of it from Meg. It's okay.
All right. I don't know what happened.
We were all like, what happened?
My computer's really hot. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, jeez. Maybe.
Oh, maybe she's not back.
No, she's here.
No, I'm here. I think.
Maybe you're not back, Matt. I think maybe you're having.
Oh, I'm never back.
Okay.
I'm always somewhere else.
Okay, wait. So we haven't heard from Dan or John. So who's first?
I'll go. So all the ones that I had in mind have already been mentioned. I've also realized that I have not been watching any TV at all. There's some cool stuff I need to catch up on. So I will do that later. But I will deviate slightly and mention two movies. So for the past 3 years, my friends and I have been holding what we have come to call McLean Mass, which is a double feature of Die Hard and the first Home Alone movie. And of course, the first Die Hard is most definitely a Christmas movie. I mean, now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho. That's classic. So of course we've seen these movies dozens of times, so we just sit there and quote the whole thing the whole time, and you know, kind of have to pay attention to it and eat and drink. So it's a lot of fun. But I think the first time that I actually saw the first Die Hard movie was at one of these events, and it was I had not realized what I was missing out on. Alan Rickman as the bad guy. Yeah, that was a young Alan Rickman as a bad guy. That was very cool. The whole time I was thinking 10 points from Gryffindor. 10. Yeah. So, that one was a lot of fun, and of course, you know, Home Alone is classic. I remember seeing that one when I was a kid, and going back and seeing it, you know, later in life, you realize just how young all those kids were, and how I was, and how old I am now.
Yeah.
It's a little depressing, but it was a fun movie, and of course, Joe Pesci as Joe Pesci was an amazing performance, definitely. So those two are favorites of the Christmas time. The only other one I'll mention, of course, it serves double duty as both a Halloween and a Christmas movie. Of course, Nightmare Before Christmas. Fantastic movie. Yeah, that is watched at least twice a year, usually on Halloween and Christmas, but sometimes I have to remember to watch it at other points in the year. But so yeah, those are favorite ones of mine.
Good choices.
Mm-hmm.
I like the part in Home Alone where the paint can goes down the steps and he
Yes.
him in the head. Yeah.
There was one other thing. There was an article. I think it was in the New York Times or something. But a doctor wrote the article and said, "This is the list of all the injuries that these guys would have suffered as a result of going to this kid's house, and they should have died several times over or been horribly crippled."
Yeah.
The second one is even worse.
Yeah.
Where Daniel Stern gets electrocuted and everything. Oh man.
And they just come out of it with like hair fried out, and that's pretty much it.
A couple of bricks to the head. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh my god.
Has anybody mentioned yet that today is Festivus? I was gone for a little bit. Did we remember that today is Festivus?
Yeah,
We
today's-
didn't. No, but
today's
it's
Should we have an
Festivus.
airing of grievances?
Yes, we should, because I got a lot of problems with you people, and I want to get out my Festivus poll and air those things.
Oh my god.
Nice. Nice.
Uh, John D, do you have any favorite Christmas things?
Yeah, I do. I actually talk. The two movies I watch every year are Elf and Muppets Christmas Carol. But I saw both Die Hard and Home Alone in the theater when they were out initially, which is just marks me as an old man. But does anyone watch Community? Do you guys any Community?
Yeah.
fans at all?
Yeah.
Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas Special is probably one of my favorite episodes of that show, where they do a stop motion animation episode of Community that is a perilous journey through Abed's subconscious, and it's awesome. It's a musical, and it's animated, and it's ridiculous, and man, it's just a really clever, well-written show that is a Christmas special. Although they do Christmas specials every year, that's my favorite. So yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I think you guys covered everything.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Muppets Christmas Carol is a tradition. We always watch it every year.
Yeah.
A Christmas Story.
On that same the Muppet Jim Henson token, do you ever watch Emmett Otter's Family Jug
Oh
Band?
yeah,
Christmas
I remember
Carol?
that. I remember that
Yeah.
very well.
That
Oh,
is
no,
one of
and
the saddest.
also along, I was gonna say also along the Muppet vein, there's the Muppet Family Christmas where they all go to Fozzie's mom's house for Christmas.
I still haven't seen that.
I don't know
Oh,
that
I
one.
haven't seen that
I
one.
was gonna say
Really good.
the Sesame Street Christmas special from like the 80s. Do you guys remember that one where they
I
go
have
ice skating?
that
They
one
go-
on DVD.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I
that.
have it taped from TV on a VHS. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. And the best part is when Cookie Monster tries to call Santa or write Santa, and then everything reminds him of cookies, and he's like, he like eats the pencil, then he eats the phone, and then he eats like the typewriter.
And the typewriter.
Yeah,
Yes. I love it.
it's awesome. He's like, they look like little raisins, and then he can't like handle himself, and he eats everything. And then at the end, he has the phone cord hanging out of his mouth, and you can hear Santa. He's like, "Hello," like through his stomach. Oh my god.
If you
I
sit
think-
through the whole credits, he actually eats the Christmas tree too. The after credit scene is cookie.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I have that part taped.
Oh, maybe not. But the after credits scene is that Cookie Monster eats Gordon and Susan's Christmas tree. They come back in and he's eating the whole thing, and he's sitting there and he has a stomach ache.
Oh my god. Funny.
It's great.
I think of all the Christmas movies, the one I can relate to the most is probably A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good
Because they
one.
go out and they have Chinese food on Christmas.
Yeah.
And so Christmas is the 25th, but for me, Christmas is January 7th. So I can't eat what everybody else eats on Christmas, so all I can really eat is Chinese food. And then January 7th, I celebrate Christmas. So
Nice.
I can relate to the Chinese food on Christmas Day when everyone else is celebrating Christmas, and I'm there like, well, it's not Christmas for me yet. Gotta wait 13 days.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to have Chinese food on December 25th. That would be great.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be in some secret club if you did that.
Yeah.
We always do it the day before Thanksgiving. When Mom doesn't want to cook, we'll go out for Chinese food.
That's good.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I think that we should wrap up because we all kind of mentioned our favorite episodes, and we had so many. There were so many more than I could ever dream of. You guys, we have to do this again
True
next
story.
year, so keep them in mind.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how awesome it is to have you with us on this episode. Can we go
Thanks
around
for inviting
the
us.
horn? Oh yeah, absolutely. Can we go around the horn one last time and people can just kind of say their name and say what they're up to and where they can be found on Twitter and all of that stuff?
Do it.
Let's start with Dan.
Okay. As Megan mentioned earlier in the episode, myself and my business partner recently had a very successful Kickstarter for our first electronics product. We can be found on at Maniacal Labs and maniacallabs.com for the crafty, creative people out there who are electronically inclined. So I will be working on printed circuit board design for the next couple of days. That's what I'll be working on. Aside from hopefully spending some time with the family over the holiday. But thank you to Jim and Megan for the awesome podcast and for having us on this evening. It's been a lot of fun.
Cool.
Thank you. How about you, Dave?
I sort of run a podcast called Atomic Geekdom at the website atomicgeekdom.com, where we just talk about pretty much the same stuff you guys do, just in a little different way. Yeah, it's at Atomic Geekdom on Twitter. Meg's been on the show. Matt's been on the show. It's been fun. And Meg, I just want to say congratulations on graduating.
Oh,
I saw that on
thank you.
Twitter. And that's it.
Very cool. John, you're up next.
I'm John G. I showed up really late. I draw comics, specifically the Lake Erie Monster, with my buddy Jake Kelly, and I'm on Twitter at Shiner Comics, and the website is thelakeeriemonster.com.
Sweet.
Excellent. Sweet. Lisa?
Lisa Cates, and I'm no longer your student anymore,
Nope.
Megan.
You got out of my class.
Yeah. Oh well. Still going to school though.
Are you still in the program?
Yeah, I'm in the program.
Okay. I'm coming back in January.
4.0. Yes.
All right. Sweet.
Wait a minute. What are you going to be teaching?
MIDI Tech.
Ah! I'll be in your class. Wait, I'm not in your class. Wait, it said to be announced.
I'm to be announced.
It said
I'm
to be announced.
announced.
So maybe I'll be in your class. And Twitter, I'm at 2_sing_all_day. That's that.
Excellent. And Matt?
I am one half of the Two Broke Geeks podcast. I do it with my buddy Justin, and a lot like Nerd Novice, we discuss a lot of geeky topics and also a lot of off-topic, just trying to make each other laugh because we don't see each other very much. And we are on Twitter at 2BGPod, and I want to thank you guys for having me.
Cool.
Thank you. And Meg?
I am also one half of the Flash Fanatics podcast, and you can follow our Flash Fanatics podcast at Flash Fanatics, or you can follow me personally at Megan Motion, and that's about it. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been fun.
This was super awesome. I can't even tell you how thrilled I am to have all you guys here with us and hanging out, and I hope everybody has a great Christmas, great holiday, nice New Year, and let's see, on Twitter you can find me at jmetzendorf. I hang out there. The show, Megan and I run the Nerd Novice Twitter account, although Megan does most of the tweeting from there. And do you have anything that you want to plug, Megan, as we kind of say goodbye here?
Just that expect great things from Nerd Novice next year.
Yay!
This will be our last one of the year, so we'll catch you guys in January. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
I guess I'm at Megan Paletti. We all know. Whatever. Yeah. So cool. Thanks so much, guys.
No, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See
Thank
ya.
you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.